The sound of the trumpet can mean only one thing. Union Deportivo Las Palmas are in action tonight. They're up against Elche on match day 32 of the La Liga 1-2-3 season. And just 3 points separate these two sides in the table. A big game for both teams. Las Palmas looking to mount an assault on the playoff spots. It might just be a bit beyond them, but 10 games remain for them. And a really crucial contest tonight against an Elche side who come into this game on 39 points and off the back of a victory. They won against Alcorcón last weekend, whilst Las Palmas were held to a draw by Granada. Well, we shall see how these two teams line up in just a second. Starting off with the home side, coached by Pepe Mel, the third coach to take charge of Las Palmas this season. Well, let's get that lineup on your screen. It's going to be Las Palmas playing under Pepe Mel. And he's made just a couple of changes for this game. This is his starting lineup. Raúl Fernandez in goal, Castellano, Aitami, Cala and Lemos at the back, Mesa, Inigo, Penalba and Cernic in the midfield. Up top it's Castro and Mir. And the lineup for Elche coming up, their captain today is Nino, who last weekend celebrated 400 games. Already the top scorer of all time for Elche and the top scorer of all time in the second division. He greets his opposite number, Castellano, who's wearing the captain's armband for Las Palmas this evening. Elche are coached by Jose Rojo, aka Pacheta. This is their lineup: Edgar, Badia, Cruz, Dani Calvo, Verdu and Tecchio at the back, Karim, Nacho Gil, Flores, Nino and Josan supporting Kazmi, who was a real danger man last weekend against Alcorcón, scoring a goal and winning a penalty as well. So we're about to get this one started. The man in the middle is Mr. Victor Areces Franco. And when the clock strikes 7 PM local time, remember 1 hour less in the Canary Islands compared to the Peninsula, this one will get underway. Las Palmas, much like Malaga, were early front-runners in La Liga 1-2-3 in 2018-2019. Much like Malaga, they also dropped off the pace, but their dip was far more alarming than that for the Andalusian side. And they're in real danger of being cut adrift of the playoff spots. Well, here we go with the first half of this matchday 32 game. Not the closing contest of the matchday. That takes place tomorrow between Real Zaragoza and Nastic. It is the last game for the night, though. Immediately a foul is called inside the box. Aitami, just for good measure, boots the ball into the crowd. Temperatures here very pleasant, as you would imagine, in the Canary Islands. in mid-March, well, the end of March. The fans still filing in here at the Estadio de Gran Canaria. Take another left-hand side. And Tammy tries to get the challenge in. Eventually, the Elche player crumples to the ground. We have our first pause in play. The man down, Josan Fernandez. Josan's still struggling. It's going to be attended to by the medics. We saw Jose Rojo, aka Pacheta, on the sidelines. Did feature as a player in La Liga for Burgos, Espanyol and Numancia. Las Palmas on the ball. Well, Josan back up and running. Nino. As ever, one of the shortest players on the pitch. He's got a very distinctive gait as well. Easy to spot when Nino is on the field. Here he is on the ball. Has played it over the top, not quite brought under control. But it was enough to convince the defender to get across and put that out for a throw-in. Flicked through, and it will be gathered up by the goalkeeper. Badia between the sticks today for Elche. Player who joined in the winter transfer window from Reus. Reus, of course, a side who are no longer competing in the second division. Some big problems financially for them, meaning all player contracts cancelled. Elche swooping in to pick up Edgar Badia, one of the top goalkeepers in terms of reactions. A player who's spent time at Espanyol as well, albeit not making a first division appearance. Came up through their academy. Well, the referee had seen something untoward there. He decides to call play back. Elche still looking for victory away from home. Elche's Gonzalo Verde was chosen as the best player of the match day. On match day 31. Elche man goes upfield. That victory for Elche last weekend was their third in a row away, or rather at home at the Martínez Valero. Las Palmas in possession. We could see the first shot of the game for them. Ruben Castro had to duck back. It's played over the top. Will be put central. There was a run to the near post from Ruben Castro. But nothing becomes of it as the home side win a corner. Swung in, it's headed out there on the near side as we come up to the 10-minute mark in this matchday 32 contest. Two players wait inside the box. It's left by Rafa Mir. He awaits a cutback. But teammate Ruben Castro lost possession of the ball. Down the right-hand side. This is an opportunity for Elche. The sliding challenge comes in and the referee does not hesitate to show the first yellow card of the game. A challenge there by Juan Cala, a dangerous one. And he will miss the next game for Las Palmas. He managed to hook the trailing leg of the runner down the right. We have a free kick then in a tricky spot. Raul Fernandez will have to be alert. Ball's delivered towards goal and Raul Fernandez does make a save. The shot, truth be told, was straight at him. Here's another look, it comes out to the edge of the D, the curling effort. Just took it closer to the goalkeeper. There was a search for Ruben Castro, who was upfield, but in too far advanced a position. He'd gone behind the defence. And he's called offside. Well, they appeal for handball is waved away. That one's headed back safely to Raul Fernandez. Nino was lurking. And that's confident defending from Aitami Artiles, player who rejoined Las Palmas in the winter transfer window. Well, the referee's going over to have a word with one of the Las Palmas players. The action continues here as we approach the quarter-hour mark. That ball finds its way into the 6-yard box, and the goalkeeper is able to make the save. Was nodded on. It took a deflection off the defender, softening the blow yet further. Edgar Badia is able to pick that up. Josan keeps on going, gets the cross in. Raul Fernandez got a hand to it, nearly pushed it into the path of the striker. He's back with Nino, trying to keep up the pressure on this move. And eventually, the ball goes behind for a goal kick. Elche suddenly bursting into life from the left-hand side. Aitami had to get a toe to that. Flicked up by Nino, but it will be Aitami who plays it upfield for Las Palmas. There was a drag back. The advantage was played. Ruben Castro was calling for it, nearly reached it as he ran through the defence. Nino. Josan with a quick pass. He holds back for a return. Nino's unmarked in the centre, but there's no finding him. That cross is blocked. This is taken on and rolled towards goal. Raul Fernandez is able to make the save. Nice work to go inside. The shot was a little lacking though from Josan. 3 shots so far from Elche. Las Palmas have had that header, which doesn't appear to have been counted as a shot. It's worked over to Rafa Mir, who snatched at that. His volley goes over. He's not the most efficient of finishers. Rafa Mir does tend to need 2 or 3 chances in order to score. That's his first attempt of the game. Pacheta in animated form. There's a player down there for Las Palmas, and we're going to have another yellow card. Here's Josan, who is booked. The referee wants that one retaken, according to his whistle. Brought down by Nino. Drops inside the box. Elche managed to get it clear. Now there's a chance for the visitors to hit on the break. Taken back outside. The defender is left for dead, and that's a scooped effort that drops out of play. Well, Josan did some hard work there. Running towards the area, he'd left the defender behind. Alvaro Lemos was wrong-footed, but the shot was a poor one. Here's another look at the foul on Azamum. "20 minutes plus have elapsed. It's still goalless between Las Palmas and Elche. Elche have had the better chances so far. Well, the referee brandishes a third yellow card. Elche have been getting physical in the early going. Flung into the box. Sam picks it up. He's given a push in the back. Elche in good form in the moment, especially after that victory against Alcorcon last weekend. Las Palmas need to get a run of wins together if they're to have any hope of pushing for the playoff spots. Into the box. And there's a tumble over, nothing given by the referee in the attacking team's favour. It's a foul on the defender. Well, this has been a little bit of a stop-start opening half of the first period. Peñalba was knocked over there. Long ball goes out on the near side. The passing maybe hasn't been the most accurate so far. It has been very open. And as entertaining a game as you would expect from these two sides, separated by just 3 points in the table. The offside flag goes up early. Kazmi got ahead of himself. It's the first offside call against Elche. Again, the referee has to stop the action due to a foul. Lift this into the opposition half. Pacheta gives the instructions. Seemingly wants the players to get closer to one another. Pepe Mel is yet to sit down. He's right on the edge of his technical area. That's a challenge that results in a yellow card. It looks like Alvaro Lemos came in hard and heavy. Picking up Las Palmas' first booking is Josan, who is down. The Las Palmas player completely mistimed that. Badia plays that over to the right. Las Palmas not creating too much in midfield at the moment. Kala. Las Palmas work this around the defence. They draw Elche on. They've had ever so slightly the better of possession. Not by a significant margin, though. Lemos plays that inside. It's been scrappy stuff at times as we hit the half-hour mark. Albers was part of that foul. Nino. He waits for the return, gets the ball at his feet, looks up, plays in the cross. And it's the defence who send it away. Can Nino reach this ahead of the defender? The answer is just about. And time he flicked it off his shins. There's one back in the centre of the park. There's an option on the left. Spun in, that's a confident clearance. Long by the goalkeeper. Chested down by Lemos. Turns, looks for an option, decides to go for the conservative approach. The ball into the defence. Doubles back, ball ricochets around. Elche continue on the attack. Back helping out was Rafa Mir. That's Elche who commit the foul. Calla got in front of the ball and went to ground. There are around about 10 minutes to go in the first half. Elche players pack the box. That's delivered in right-footed. The goalkeeper comes for it. It ricochets around and the foul is given against the Elche player. Goalkeepers do tend to get protected in these kinds of circumstances. Ruben Castro waits in the centre, tries to wriggle away from a defender who keeps on him. He tries to wait off the shoulder of the last man there. Hasn't perhaps received the service he would have liked in the first half so far. There's an argument going on with the referee. He'd be best advised to cut that out. Mesa indicating that it was the second such foul on him. have a yellow card for dissent there. That's headed out. And another yellow card is brandished. This time it's for Ruiz de Galarreta. Another look at the challenge, a rather cynical one. That could even be worthy of a red card. It's a kick under the kneecap. Hassan is still down. He's really been in the wars in this first half. It's a bad challenge that only gets worse with repeated viewing. Time on the left. Tries to get past Lemos. Let's see if Josan can send in a challenge. He'll take on the defender. Swings that towards the back post. Nina was waiting for any flick on. And that's more like a flick through. Out for a goal kick. Throw will be from Lemos. He tries to take it long to Rafa Mir. Might have handled that. Nothing is given. Lemos squares to Ruiz de Galarreta. Lemos again. Ruben Castro, well, he managed to keep that one in play, but slips over in the process. Scooped up onto the left. It was just about brought down, but it came off an Elche player, or rather a Las Palmas player. That was Castellano making a nuisance of himself. Delivered into the centre. A daring cross that Rafa Mir and Ruben Castro were both unable to reach. This one comes back to Rafa Mir. His shot is stifled by the goalkeeper. The most dangerous chance the hosts have had so far. It falls to Rafa Mir. This time he keeps his effort down. But he can't get it past Edgar Badia. The referee calls play back again. This game has been excessively physical at times in the first half. So we're coming up to the half-time whistle. We might have a little bit of time added on due to a couple of the stoppages, in particular that for the challenge by Ruiz de Galarreta. Elche finally get the ball out of the box. There's a real battle going on. It's won out by the striker. Played across the face of the penalty area. The referee just checking how much time is going to be added on. Josan is down once more. He might have to hobble off the field of play on the near side. He's caught again there, that time by Rafa Mir. Here comes the corner. We're deep into stoppage time. And we reach the end of the first period, still goalless between Las Palmas and Elche. A couple of chances for both sides and a few yellow cards being bandied about by the referee. Second half on its way. Join us for that after this quick break.
Aquí está la Unión Deportiva Las Palmas de mi época, un equipo formidable. ¿Ves? Mira, cariño, el abuelo vio jugar a este equipazo en el insular. A ver de qué año es esta foto. 1964, Unión Deportiva Las Palmas, Barcelona. Ganamos 2-1.
Ganamos.
Perdimos la paliza que les dimos.
Abuelo,
Dime.
esta foto no se puede perder, son historias de nuestro equipo.
Ayúdanos a seguir contando la historia de la Unión Deportiva Las Palmas. Trae tu foto al club en papel. guardarás digitalizadas gracias al grupo DRI y completa el archivo del equipo de tu vida. Tu historia es la nuestra.
Atención, por favor. Recordarles que por motivos de seguridad no está permitido permanecer de pie en los pasillos ni en las escaleras. Rogamos colaboren con las fuerzas y cuerpos de seguridad del Estado. Muchas gracias.
Las Palmas and Elche are back out on the pitch at the Estadio de Gran Canaria. The second half of this game is coming up. We still have yet to see any goals. There have been chances for both sides, as well as yellow cards for both teams. It looks as if Momo is going to come on to start off the second period. We shall see who he replaces. That's the best opportunity for Las Palmas. A shot by Rafa Mir, saved by Elche goalkeeper Edgar Badia. Still sunny in Gran Canaria. And the fans will applaud the arrival of Momo replacing Peñalba. Mel bringing on one of Las Palmas' most experienced players. Well, here we go with the second half. Las Palmas going from right to left.
Con el patrocinio de Construcciones y Reparaciones Alex y Nadal, la Unión Deportiva Las Palmas realiza su primer cambio. Sale el teléfono número 22, y entra el número 11, Momo.
We immediately start off with a foul. The climb over the top of Michael Mesa. It's a promising move. Was sent over to the penalty spot. The header is off target. We see another foul there. It was a really stop-start first half by the end. The second period beginning in similar fashion. That one is launched out of play by the goalkeeper. Upcoming fixtures for these sides. Las Palmas travel to the Carlos Tartiere to take on Oviedo next Saturday. And it's Cadiz here at the Estadio de Gran Canaria. Albacete, then Lugo. Elche are up against Cordoba, the relegation strugglers, next Sunday. Then Albacete, Osasuna and Sporting. That's Aitami who's down. The subs are warming up for Las Palmas, who've made the one change so far to bring on Momo. Headed on. It will be kept in play by Las Palmas. There's an attempt to run that through. It is successful for Las Palmas. The advantage is played by the referee. That move comes to a halt. But restarts again, courtesy of Castellano. It thunders into the face of one of the Cordoba players. It's Javi Flores who takes that flush. Oh no, it looks as if it hit him on the arm. He tried to play it off as a knock to the face. Rafamir with the free kick. He hit it with power but could not dip it back down over the wall. That was Tekio who committed the foul. Hand across the face of Rafa Mir. Brought down on the right. That's swung in, headed, wide of the mark. Kalla is furious, he had stayed forward. And he continues to occupy a spot in the opposition penalty area. Away by Atami. Here's another look at Juan Kalla's header. Turned, Elche on the attack, it's dragged back, and Las Palmas will move upfield. They showed a little bit too much of that though to the opposition. Josan is almost spending more time on the ground than he is standing up. To have 3 players forward. Oh, that was a disgraceful challenge from Itami Artiles that gets him into the book. Cynical from the defender. Fidel will come on for Las Palmas. Juan Fernandez is organising the wall. That's cushioned down. Juan Fernandez wants everybody out of the box to try and play the offside trap. Nobody can hit that on the turn for Elche. There's a change. Cernic, who's had a quiet game, goes off and is replaced by Fidel. Flick towards the edge of the box. Headed by Nino. And that clearance come attempted a counter-attack. He's unsuccessful. We've just gone past 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still 0-0 between Las Palmas and Elche. It's neatly threaded into the box. The goalkeeper is quick off his line and pounces upon that. Across the centre circle. Comes another attack for Las Palmas. It's intercepted. A rather dangerous nutmeg catches out Rafa Mir. Mesa. Elche have not taken a victory away from home in 3 months. The visitors are preparing a substitution. We have a man down for Elche, now back up to his feet. And from the right, headed away. Half an hour still to come here. Palmas remain in possession. Ripples of applause from the fans. Elche without Ivan Sanchez today. Here's an opportunity for the home side. Smashed towards the goalkeeper. Equatorial produces a fine save with his feet. Here's another look. Ruben Castro playing to Rafa Mir. The shot is saved with the right foot of Edgar Badia. It's Nino who goes off. And an Elche substitution that sees Carlos Castro replace him. Near plays to Castro. That shot is closed down. Ruben Castro was calling for it on the right-hand side of the attack. He waits in the centre now. The acrobatic attempt from Rafa Mir leaves him on the ground, thumping the floor in frustration. It hasn't been his night so far. We have a yellow card shown to the Elche man, Nacho Gil. On by Castellano. Mir plays that across the defence. Here's Fidel, the second half substitute, taking on Juan Cruz. It's a nice pass into Mir, but some of the momentum has gone out of the move now. That ball is wrestled away from Momo. Kept in with a back heel and pumped away by Alvaro Lemos, one of the several players to pick up yellow cards in the first half. That's Itami's clearance out of play. Right upfield, Rafa Mir takes a look. He plays that one too heavily for Ruben Castro to run onto it. Well, it's the archetypal little and large partnership. Sometimes they just don't seem to click. We'll go back to the goalkeeper, Raul Fernandez. And clear of the box. To the centre, that will fall on the edge of the 6-yard box. Raul Fernandez goes to it. Almost caused some problems for himself. That scuffed shot with Raul Fernandez off his line was gathered up by the goalkeeper. Raul Fernandez. He nearly showed too much of that to the striker. This has been a nervy few moments. Borja's going to be brought on for Elche. They chase a winning goal. We have just under 25 minutes still on the clock. He will replace Josan. Took that heavy knock from Ruiz de Galarreta in the first half. He crumpled to the ground on a few occasions since then. I just wonder if he's suffering some after effects. So Josan off. Borja Martinez comes on. Moa wants the ball put over to the opposite flank. It's rolled softly by Fidel. The sliding challenge is deemed to be a foul by the referee's assistant. He had no doubts about it. Juan Cruz sliding through the Las Palmas man. Comes across in. That's rather sloppily given away for a corner. Clear. Galarreta whips one into the box. That will go out again for... Well, it doesn't go out. Instead it's scooped across. Almost a mistake there from Edgar Badia. The ball appeared to have gone out of play. The referee's assistant thought it hadn't. There's a call for it from Rafa Mir, not the greatest of deliveries towards him. Taken away by Elche. A draw would be very much a case of as you were in the La Liga 1-2-3 table. The gap between the two sides would still be the same, but Las Palmas are looking upwards. They cannot afford to drop too many points if they're going to be challenging for the playoff places by the end of the season. Ball comes to Ruben Castro with a tight angle for him. It's pushed away by the goalkeeper. Ruben Castro trying something a little different. This one's shot from distance over the top. A powerful effort that wasn't perfectly placed. Was Ruben Castro ducking back inside. His shot pushed away by Edgar Badia. There's a tangle there, a bit of afters as well as Mesa wriggles around on the ground. There's an allegation of an elbow being made by Itami. Quarter of an hour still to go. The ball is played into the box. Juan Cruz manages to clear. Offside flag is hope to have gone up against Elche, but plays allowed to continue. There's the allegation of an elbow. Pepe Mel giving the instructions on the sidelines. He's barely set heart in this one. That back heel attempt doesn't come off. Worked inside. There's a player on the overlap who wasn't picked up. Comes the cross in, sent in at pace, but too close to Raul Fernandez. Kala. As Palmas are going to make another substitution before the end. It will happen imminently. Pacheta urges his players to get back and defend. It's going to be ushered back. Flicked onto the left-hand side, that's played in low along the ground. Castellano meets it. Pecart is the man who comes on, replacing Michael Mesa. Tapped into touch at 10 minutes. Still remain. Gathered by Raul Fernandez. Well, Rafa Mir tried to lay that off to his teammate fresh onto the field of play. He felt that a foul had been committed and the referee believed otherwise. Here's another look. There's a tangle involving Pecart. Long speculative ball is pulled down in the box. It's taken away from Rafa Mir and from the penalty spot. Rafa Mir leaving a trail of bodies on the ground, with thus Palmas winning a throw. and will bounce out of play. Las Palmas seemingly running out of ideas now. They're resorting to the long ball. Down the left. This one's going to come in towards the centre. It's not completely cleared. Well, Fernandez is stranded. Oh, that's a wonderful finish to make it 1-0 to Elche. Carlos Castro scores for the visitors with just 7 minutes remaining on the clock. It all came about as a result of a cross into the box, a poor clearance, and some clever footwork from the second half substitute. Carlos Castro perhaps gives Elche their first away win in over 3 months. Castro, the most decisive, the most incisive, and the most alert. Takes that away from the goalkeeper and his teammate. Wrong foot's Cala. He still had work to do here. And that is a well-taken goal. That could be worth its weight in gold. Just 5 minutes on the clock, plus whatever is added on for stoppages. And Las Palmas, who'd looked the closer side to scoring the opening goal, now find themselves behind. Well, there's a clear run on goal, the defence come across. Too much of that was shown to the fullback. Brought down on the edge of the area. Time running out now for Las Palmas. There's a duck inside here. The shot is closed down. Elche might just want to hold on to this one, take it to the corner flag if they can get that far upfield. That's sent away. This time the clearance is a more solid one. It's an excellently taken goal from Castro as the fans begin to file out here at the Estadio de Gran Canaria. As Palmas are still pushing for that equaliser though. Hooked away. All right. Just blocked away. Out on the far side. Elche will now move level with Las Palmas on points. Las Palmas' slump will continue. Just that 1-0 result against Deportivo La Coruña a few weeks ago in the win column for them from their recent results. Have another change for Elche. Yacine Kazmi is going to go off. Replaced by Nader. And we have 3 minutes to be added on. Put it across. Lemos got just about enough on it to prevent it from going over to the left. Caught by the goalkeeper, Edgar Badia. He will take his sweet time about getting this one upfield. That one did go out of play. Las Palmas perhaps have one last roll of the dice. Elche take the throw, but this one all over by the counting. Kala. So everyone to the right. Floated towards the box, and the referee calls an end to the game. Victory for Elche here at the Estadio de Gran Canaria. The Las Palmas fans are not happy with their team's showing. Las Palmas perhaps had the better chances, but they were unable to put them away, whereas Elche scored just the once through Carlos Castro. An important goal that takes the two sides level in the La Liga 1-2-3 table. The final score here on match day 32. Las Palmas 0, Elche 1.
El forro completo, no lo parió. Sí, sí, espérate, voy a apagarla.
Bueno.